Sanibonani Thokozeni. I'm doing this video to come and speak about something that is very sensitive and yet very important, that we need to remember as we are building these homes, these creating this generational wealth or reconnecting with our generational history. And yeah, one thing that we had forgotten is the value of familyhood. I'm recording this video and I'm sitting at home, and I'm realizing also that one of the things that that happened to us, or that we had allowed to happen, was us disconnecting from our core family structures, how we valued familyhood, how we valued oneness, how we valued and saw or looked at each other. You know, in ancient times, everyone in the family, there was no other person that was better than the other. There was no other person that was considered useless, that was considered a mistake, because we had always understood that each and every child that comes into the family's homestead, it is a child that has been sent through by our ancestors. Hence, one of the things that used to happen back in the days was that when a child is born, they will not be given a name immediately. They will only be given a name after a certain time. And this thing of the name will only be given after the elderly people, the elderly women have checked, everything within the child's body, and looking at as well as the cosmos, or what is happening around, the alignment of the stars, how what energy of the moon is it in, and so forth. They'd always make sure that they give a child a name that is relevant, that is in sync, with who the child is. As a result, no child was regarded as a mistake. And at the same time, it was also very important and very clear who that particular child is, or whose spirit is the child carrying, which is something that we have already disconnected from, which is why now in these particular days, we are looking at our children as people that we own. We make it as if it's our children, we own them, and that's not the case. We have always never ever owned a child. The child was regarded as an ancestor or somebody's spirit that has reincarnated for a specific purpose, and what that purpose is will be identified depending on what it is that is happening or what they've seen around the birth of this particular child. Those are the type of things. As a result, we never ever had to there was somebody in the family that will be regarded as unimportant. Everybody had their role, and their role was very clear. Even if you are a child, you had a very specific role and a very specific thing that you came to do, which is one of the things that we have disconnected with so badly, in such a way that we are now not even conscious, even the types of houses, the way that we are building our houses. Guys, our houses, the way that we are building them, then we were building them as a round structures. And why that we did that? We had always believed that so as above, so above, so is below. So meaning that we are replicating what it is. For an example, the first home that we spend time in, it is the womb, and the womb is round. So it was understood that a home, it is a womb. It is exactly what that very thing, which is why even the women that will come into the home, they were given their place, and honored, because they understood that it's beletho, there's a recreation of this, or you are recreating and creating what is above and resembling it, or creating the very same thing that is below, which is why we had to make sure that everything is in circulation in that manner, not to this thing that we are doing now. And those houses, they never ever, you'll never find them that maybe they are breaking down or anything like that, because it was very clear, that what it is that we are doing. So with this particular video, my plea as we wrap up, I plea with us that we have got to really reconnect and check what are the type of families that we have created and what it is that we need to be bringing back. One major thing, what is very important, guys, you know, when you look at the other races, and I will speak of the Afrikaners, the people that stood who studied us, they had made sure that in each and every family or their house, there is a what they call a lapa, which is a round place, that round thing that is always has got to be made sure that they are having braais there and so forth, because that place has got to always have a smoke, you know, because there's a resemblance, there's a connection, all of those things, which is why they will make sure that every time, every Sundays, they are connecting, they are having a joy and so forth, which is why they never lack. And the Tina, in our cosmology, that is the house that we will call Indlu kagogo, you know, and that Indlu kagogo, it is the very thing that we are supposed to be having, where that house, according to our African cosmology, that place, it is a place that is always supposed to be kept warm, which is what is in the womb. The womb is always warm. So we had always made sure that there's always fire burning there, there's always cooking that is happening there, and all of this, guys, we were doing them as a result of resembling what is above as below, because as you see, even on Mother Earth, we will always have the sun in the morning that will give us the energy and the warmth that we need, so that come the night, then we are preparing and so forth. All these things, they were not just done in vain, but they were done with an understanding as to why it must happen. So now in this particular, as I close up the series, I want us to remember these type of things and challenge each and every one of us to go and reconnect with this. Go and find out from your own family what it is that was happening and what is happening, so that we have got to make sure that we are doing things the way that they are supposed to be done, not the way that we are now doing them, and without doing them without understanding. With all of that being said, I've got now to go and attend the family because everybody is back. But I just wanted to say this thing in this particular video to make sure that I don't leave it open and leave it undone. So thank you so much for partaking. Please remember to like, love, and subscribe. And then we will connect once again next time. Thank you.